This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Are you all ready to hit the danger zone? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Parasite Eve. In the last episodes, we went through floors 41 through 50, and now we're going to go through 51 through 60. And yeah, the areas get a little bit more difficult, and we've got some new enemies popping up here pretty soon. Hopefully it's not a cute, cuddly little creature. And this round of floors, I actually end up going through them a lot. Yep. Oh, no, these are redos. We're going to run into the new creatures here pretty soon. Yeah, I end up going through this one a lot more smoothly than the previous ones. I guess I just got lucky, and how many different variations are slowly going down. So anyway, we got a Type 38T card, so that makes, I think, number 12. So we've got a couple more left. And we got CR of 8+1. And, ooh, SP armor, very nice. So it has the attack up ability. So that's something definitely to move around and put in the armor. Which I haven't quite set the ultimate armor yet, but we will soon. That's not going to be it, but the attack up would help. It only doesn't help if you've like maxed out all of your stats, but we're not going to be doing that because that's a little insane. Because you can actually end up making your gun do 9,000 or 999 damage. Oh, there's the creature down at the bottom. I beat him really quickly. It's the cute, friendly squirrel. Yeah, who knew that a squirrel could be so dangerous? Yeah, there is a point in the level I'll show off what it does. There it is. It shoots off like a ton of little, like, you know, Toho, like, or not Toho. What's that one like flying shooting game or whatever? Can't remember off the top of my head. But it's like bullet hell. You know, where luckily it isn't as bad there. But yeah, if you don't have the defense, that thing could, and you don't expect it, it could just like wipe your HP out. So this is why defense was really important, because I mean I do get hit at one point during this, but it's not too bad because I have such high defense. But yeah, you can see I'm very rarely am I don't even think I cut any of my waiting time this time, because I found the maps pretty quickly because I was starting to get a better eye for the floor placements, because I'd already seen some of them quite already. So anyway, we go to the storage room number 2. We get a rocket. Cool. Never gonna use it, but thanks for all the rockets and all the fish. Anyway, we get the best machine gun of the game, the MPD or whatever. So if you never got the junk gun, which the junk gun is the best one, but if you wanted the best gun that isn't the junk gun for machine guns, that's it. Obviously, I don't have to, since we've already got the weapon I need, I don't have to worry about it. But up here's the squirrels again. Dang squirrels! Quit throwing your nuts at me. Actually, when you think about them, when they shoot that spread of bullets, maybe they are shooting their nuts at you. Who knows? Sounds vulgar, but yeah. So yeah, we're starting to get ultimate stuff around here at this point, and we're starting to use a lot more ammo because a lot of these squirrels like won't get finished off in the first go now, despite me. Oh yeah, and off screen between the episodes, I basically used the toolkit to take out almost every single weapon or armor that didn't have an ability on it, and just put them to my gun and armor. I forgot to show off what my stats were at the time, but I haven't gained any levels, so it's not like much has changed. So I might do that next episode, because that'll be the last speed episode, and after that we'll go back to regular speed, because we'll actually be, you know. Anyway, we get the B suit. It has the anti-confusion ability. I might try to find a way to get this on my armor, even though I've already maxed out, but that would get me all the stat abilities, because they're, you know, anti-poison, anti-paralyzation, and yeah, we get another mimic. There's quite a few I'm going to run into quite a few mimics on this floor. But yeah, it was anti-poison, anti-paralyze, anti-darkness, and anti-confusion to make your, basically anti, you know, status ailment armor. So yeah, it's kind of weird how, yeah, for a long time I thought, for some reason I didn't think we had anti-confusion, which you can get confused, which I think happens to me at one point. I think I left that in, so it might be this one or something like that. There's at one point where, no, not quite, but I'll bring it up when I do. Basically, confusion basically just flips the controls around, so you have to do opposite of what you're supposed to be doing to get it, you know, like in most games. So it doesn't mess you up too badly. Really, the only ability that really messes you up really that badly in this game is really darkness. That's just because it's more annoying than anything. But I guess one of the benefits of the squirrels is that if you're low on healing stuff, they usually drop a miss at 4. Like, very rarely do they not do that. And we're getting to the point of the tower where the floor levels are starting to get a lot longer, which is weird that I've been figuring them out on the map a lot faster. You think I wouldn't because of how big they are, but you know, I'm just getting lucky, I guess. But getting a carrier. What's inside? Squirrel, squirrel. And if you don't, oh, and this, yeah, this is one of the few monsters that'll straight up run away on you, even despite how dangerous they are. But they're not giving me much experience anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But it is a little annoying that they get away. We get the M712. It has counterattack on it, and another mimic. Yeah, now it's just like, oh, a mimic, woo. But I wonder if he hits. Yep, I've been getting a little unlucky with the hits, but it's not like it's going to do anything too bad for me. It's when the next set of 4s is when we're a little bit dangerous. Same with the boss here. We can handle it, but it's still, it can get pretty bad if you're not careful. Yeah, just have to fill it up because yeah, we're starting to use a lot more bullets this time around. So that 200 is, see, this is why you want 200 bullets all the time on your person at every single moment. There's never a time where you shouldn't have bullets on you, ever. Oh yeah, this is that part where I went back and forth. I actually like took my eyes off my map, so I got confused for a second. So I was like, oh, wait, where am I again? So, and then I figured it out. I was like, oh, right. See, I think here, I know the final floor in this place is a really long, like map for it, despite it being at least it's predetermined, so you can already figure out where to go. But there's gonna be a lot of times where I'm just gonna be walking like straight or in a direction, not countering anything, and see, just hit both of the squirrels there. So I think we're about to come up the next storage right up here. Little reprieve from all the hoopla that's been going on in this place. Where's all the? Oh wait, no, they all left the city anyway. Anyway, we got the S12. Nothing too crazy. You get PE +1. Nice. Finally getting some stat stuff. Oh, we get the ceramic armor. That one also has like HP up, attack up. It's a pretty good set of armor. It ain't gonna be my ultimate armor yet, but it's definitely one to consider if you wanted to make your next set. That would be a solid one to do if you didn't want to do SP1 or SP2. So we'll be doing that here pretty soon, though. Not this episode, but eventually we'll be. Because for weapon-wise, we're pretty much good, but armor could get like one more good like setup for it. But I'm waiting for getting the final of the rare cards before I do anything with that. But it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good reward if you like messing around with stuff anyway. But you could easily beat the game without it. Yeah, what I'm doing here is there's like 4 maps that have this similar like setup, so I had to go back to see if it was that map, and I found out, yeah, the storeroom's there, so I figured out the map. Like I said, it didn't take me too long, so I didn't cut out the wait, because like I said, I was getting a bit more perceptive, so I was like, boom, oh, okay, this is the map. So, and I was actually trying to look at the maps while I was running. Yeah, another armadillo. While I was running around, like when I wouldn't get attacked, I'd look through my maps to try and reduce the wait time. And I think this is a more mimics, but I think there's a couple of them in here, if I remember correctly. Even though I just did the recording. So short-term memory is gone. It has ceased to be. And I think at one point, I kind of yeah, there's 2 minutes there. Boo. Yeah, a couple of dead storerooms, because you really don't get much experience or a great item. Well, I guess a revive, which, depending on how things go, it might be worth keeping at least a revive on your person, which is what I'm doing because of how like more damage these later floors do, especially the bosses, that you could easily make a mistake and have to do the whole thing over again, which that's the problem with doing these random dungeons, is that there's always that chance, especially back in the day where you which the way I'm doing is obviously the dangerous one, but modern days there's like sometimes when they re-release versions of old games, they give you the option to like save anywhere, but in these old days you had to save it, obviously the save spot. So hopefully you didn't get unlucky back in the day, but since I'm aware of how dangerous it was, I was able to set my armor to be as high as it was, so that way I'm not, the only thing that's doing, other than the bosses, the only thing that's doing that much damage to me is those squirrels, and they do like 50 damage per thing. Okay, so that map section took me a little bit longer. I probably could have cut that down, but it didn't take me that long to find it. And I think, if I remember correctly, there's one floor here where I took a while to look at the map, and I realized it's one of the simplest floors in the whole randomization there. Oh, another squirrel. This time you're going down. No nuts for you. And he actually got killed. All right. Sometimes if you get unlucky with your crits, because yeah, sometimes you see like the gun doing 80 damage and its crits like to 120 and more mimics. Great. Why don't you go home, Mimic? You're not wanted here anymore. I don't believe in you. Yeah, the squirrels have a pretty decent defense because even with as high as my weapon is, almost being at 300, it was only doing like 80 damage at regular and then 120 when it crit. So then we get a full cure here. Probably won't really need that here in the future because, I mean, other than the confusion stat, which, like I said, isn't that bad, and it disappears after the attack battle's over, that probably won't even have to... Oh, yeah, and there's another enemy here where it's just the giant rats. And that's all it is, just a giant rat. It does the same exact attacks, it's just big. And I think it has a bit more HP. Alright, on to the next floor here. Yeah, we're smooth. I mean, the only reason this episode's taking a little bit longer is just because of how big the floors are, but it's going a lot smoother, and I'm proud to actually not have to do as much cutting around because, you know, I'm lazy, so I have to find ways to. Although I think here on that fight I was a little bit distracted because I was looking at the map again. Yeah, here's where I find out it's the simplest map. It's straightforward. There's like no corners, no nothing. So I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, find the storage room there. So, all right, what's in here? What's attacking me? Squirrel! Oh, I forgot he actually got a shot off there, and he didn't run away. Yeah, that was definitely one of the like games doing some nasty things to you by putting a creature here that can do that much damage to you, like surprising because if you weren't expecting it, man, oh man. Going through, hopefully you didn't like go through multiple floors without saving it. Of course, if you played old school JRPGs, you know very well that every time there's a save point, you always save, and always on a new save spot, just in case you make a mistake. Nowadays, that's not as big a deal because there's so many games that have like different save spots, or they have auto save, so you can either go back to hard save or an auto save just in case you make a mistake. So I guess I do kind of like that, but I also kind of miss the weird difficulty. But anyway, I think we get one of the best rifles again, the FA Moss, I believe. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check on that, but I didn't show out the stats for very long because I was like, well, I'm not really gonna use it. So I mean, rifles are good, just I prefer a faster shooting weapon than the rifle, like the handgun or the machine gun, which are both solid choices for your final weapon depending. I think the machine gun is slightly faster. You know, I've never actually checked that though. I'll have to. Oh, here it is when we get confused. And I was like, wait, why is the battle ending? I guess I had to try to shoot something to get that title off the screen or whatever, but yeah, it confused me. But I guess confusion's kind of low because that's the only time I get hit. Because I got hit by other times I didn't get taken out, so I don't know. I think, no, this isn't quite not quite, well, next to last floor. I was thinking for the we were at the final floor, and I think the last couple of chests aren't. Maybe the final one is or something like that, but yeah, we don't get. I mean, we do get some good items here, so it's just. Oh, okay, we get this is the range, and I think. See, defense. Yeah, that's pretty good. Always a little bit of buffs. Yeah, I just decided to use it just because we're about to fight the boss here next floor. So yeah, I'm over what the. Well, actually, you can never be under on defense. I was like, because 200 is roughly where you should be at this point. In the game in terms of defense and attack, you should be at least 300 plus. The AT bar, you should be pretty close to max, if not max. I might, if I gain a level, I might max out, even though I was kind of hoping to see if I could gain like some more levels. But really, if you want to gain more levels, you pretty much have to go back to the museum. Despite all the hard enemies here and how much more damage they take than the museum enemies tend to give more experience. So you almost want to just kind of, if you're trying to get at least, you know, max out AT bar, you probably should just go there for a bit. I probably won't do that, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how, because I don't need quite 100, but getting there would definitely help, especially in the boss fights. But yeah, this floor is long for being a like already destined floor, I believe. Yeah, this one took a little while to get through, but yeah, tool, damn it. Yeah, I was like, oh come on, game, I don't need tools anymore. But the game doesn't know I gave all the rare cards away, so yeah, that's the tool room. Tim the Toolman Taylor would be proud, but I'm not proud of having all those tools. I'm gonna end up having to just toss all of them, but oh well. Anyway, we're about to head up to the boss, and one more, rat, he's a radical rat. But I think it's like one more floor there, and it's like, all right, time to slow it down. Are you ready for some well, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna get rid of those tools now just to get them out of my. Even though we're about to leave, but anyway, are you all ready for to reload your weapon and prepare for boss time and for seafood soup? It's a crab battle! Crab people, crab people. Now this fight can actually be dangerous, mainly because of the stats of the crab. He does the same thing as the previous versions of the crab. It's just he does like a lot of damage. I think I got hit. You can see like I'm already at like 300. I barely touched him. He does the same things before, like the lasers and with the lasers I probably should have cast barrier so I could keep smacking him, but I was like, man. And obviously haste is very important. And the bubble beam can do like 500 damage. And this guy is dangerous. Like if you're not prepared, he was about to do that too, but I ended up killing some. Hooray! Get Chrysler key number 6. All right. Well, that's it for 51 through 60. Now it's time for us to, after healing, time for us to prepare for next to the final sets of floors, because this will be the final one where I speed through it. After that, we'll go as normal and have regular commentary. What do we find on the final floors? Find out next time in the next episode of Parasite Eve. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.